Hello everyone, this is Tim, and I'm going to try something a little bit different today. My son's running around while I'm trying to cook breakfast, and I'm just going to record a quick video because I have a hard time finding any time to film anything lately. But yeah, this is my attempt to try to film while I'm working on stuff. I'm making some hot sausage and some eggs. Probably going to cut up some tomatoes, throw them in there, make a little bit of an omelet. But I want to talk first about an idea that I had, and I posted it in the Facebook group, about running a campaign where all of the characters are going to die in X amount of days. So the idea of perhaps them being like terminal patients, or they're under some sort of magical curse. No, that's you. Daddy's cooking, buddy. Daddy's trying to film a video. So maybe your characters are under some curse or something's going on where they're going to die in so many days. And I wanted this to sort of be something that wasn't curable with like cure disease or, some sort of other spell. Getting eggshells on my eggs. There could be also things, other things, maybe like the world is ending scenario. There's an asteroid that's going to hit in so many days, but there are lots of other things that could possibly come up because of that idea. But I wanted to play in a campaign like that. I think that'd be kind of cool to go through the final thoughts of your character. What are you going to do with the time that's left to you? What's on your bucket list? What kind of things would you want to leave before you're done? Maybe there's some sort of choice that you made in the past that you want to some sort of make amends for, or try to make better. Are you going to leave the world a better place, or are you going to leave it burning on the way out? So those are some thoughts I was thinking about, and feel free to put any comments down below if you have any ideas on what kind of campaign you would like to run or play that has that sort of idea. I was thinking maybe with a magical curse, maybe there would be something like tattooed on the inside of their arm or on the inside of their tongue or just some other place like that. That they can't really get away from. Maybe they could lop their arm off, maybe, but maybe the soul is burned there that resides within the arm. So it was an idea I was kicking around. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. You could do that in a modern day setting. It would have a different different feel to it, I guess. Yeah, he's making some videos, huh? So if you were doing something modern day, maybe it would be like cancer or some sort of strange unknown disease that was plaguing your character. Where'd my hand go? Yeah, I know. Where'd your hand go? But yeah, that's some of the ideas I was kicking around. There's also stuff going on about the possibility of a BrigadeCon, where a bunch of YouTubers are going to get together maybe and run some games, play some games. I'm not really sure when the date is for that yet. They're still trying to figure that out. I probably won't be able to run anything, or probably not even play anything, because my wife is not pregnant with our second child, so I think the baby will come along right around the time they're trying to run this thing. So that's not going to work. But if you're curious, if you want to maybe try to play in that game, to play games in that convention, hey Wesley, don't do that. Then I'll put a link down below, and maybe you can get be a part of the group, get in on things. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to come out. I've never been a part of a virtual convention before, but I know that they exist. I think Contessa was one that was run by female GMs, and I know others have done it as well. So it is possible. Yeah. I'm cutting up tomatoes here. I just put a bad tomato in my eggs. Let's try to fix that. But I've been trying to just sort of help out the guys that are planning the convention, coming up with ideas, because I do tend to run a lot of games at my local convention. Sadly, this year I won't be going, but it's also for the same reason. It's right around the same time as my next child being born, so I got to be a good father. At least try to be. Do the best I can. Be a gamer and father. Hopefully they're not mutually exclusive. But yeah, tell me down below what you've been up to lately. Are there any games that you're running? I find that even though I'm running my Wars campaign right now, that the idea of running the next one keeps popping into my head. And the funny thing is that I don't know when that is going to be. I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to run a game again. But yet that doesn't stop me from coming up with ideas. I've been sort of kicking around the idea of running a 5th edition game, probably just using basic with some house rules. Maybe to sort of emulate that OSR style a little bit. I don't know when I'm ever going to get to run this thing, but I started thinking about ideas about the characters being, starting off pretty poor and have them escalate and grow from there. I was thinking of this in media res sort of situation where they were wearing their armor, but all their equipment and weapons had been taken from them. I thought about this city being sacked, and they were taken prisoner, and it's all sort of just jumbled right now in my head. But the idea of being carried in cages that were, being carried by like griffins or some sort of magical beast or monster that were dying. I was thinking that maybe there's some sort of spell effect that was cast on them, and they're still trying to do their job. They're still trying to deliver their cargo to a certain destination. So I'm picturing, all the characters being in these cages, and these magical beasts or monsters are flying above them, and the flesh is just starting to just creep and fall and splat on the heads of all the prisoners that are in the cage. And I thought that there would be probably multiple cages, multiple groups of people, but as the group of them were flying, like a squadron of them, I guess, that the cages were going to get dropped, people were going to fall to their deaths, or land in various locations, and the characters are all going to be in the same cage. That's kind of like a little way to give them some incentive to work together. They're in the same situation. And as I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the Cyradon setting. I think it's in the Griffin World actual setting. But it was put out by Iron Crown Enterprises, and it was the only book ever put out, Cyradon. And it's like this island campaign. It's kind of reminded me of like a mythical fantasy version of Australia in some regards. The one thing I did like, however, was that humanity, the human culture in the setting, was the main antagonists. They, via magical ritual, caused this wasteland to appear in the center of the island. And all the other non-human races basically didn't like that very much. And eventually the humans in the setting went extinct. So it's a very non-human setting, but outside that island and the rest of the world, there are human cultures. So I was thinking of this idea of all the characters, I guess, would be non-humans, and there's this war band, this army of humans, probably in a culture that was theocratic. There was some sort of god that was directing their actions, a high-ranking priesthood, and all their characters were in this city that was sacked. So this horde of humans began to. Sorry, it's early. I don't know why I'm trying to do this while it's early. But this horde of humans have invaded this island, and they're trying to take things over. So they're the first humans that have been in this setting for a long time. So I kind of have this feeling that the campaign is going to be sort of a freedom fighter, esque sort of feel to it. That it's going to be non-humans versus humans. The humans are going to be the main antagonists. There are these mutated elven creatures that dwell in the wastelands. So those are also there. But I kind of like the idea of having two strong groups of evil cultures that have nothing to do with each other. In fact, it may even prove that the mutated elven culture kind of sides with the other non-human cultures to expel the humanity from the island. So those are some of the thoughts I was thinking about. Just that the mental image of being carried in a cage while the creature flying above you is falling apart and bleeding. I don't know. It was sort of a cool little start of the campaign that I don't think I've ever been a part of or seen. Something different. I guess the prisoner thing has been kind of done to death, so that's a bit of a trope. But I guess I was just trying to put a little bit of a spin on it. So yeah, just a quick little video. Try not to burn my food here. Guess I should put some toast in, maybe. Gonna have myself a big breakfast with my 12 grain bread. So yeah. So thoughts about BrigadeCon. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'm sort of. Yeah, we're gonna make some toast, buddy. So I'm more of a just advisor for that. I'm just trying to help out where I can. You're gonna put the toast in the toaster oven? Okay, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, my son's gonna help. All right, let's put it in, buddy. Okay. So BrigadeCon, and I'm working on my fantasy game that I don't know when I'm ever gonna run. But
on the table.
As some of you probably know, even when you're not running a game, you're always planning for the next one.
For the next one.
All right. I think I'm going to get going here, everyone. So we'll talk to you later. Can you say bye?
Bye.
All right. Thanks.